Mars Console Gamer.
Yeah.
Hey Raiders! There is a huge new update out for Ark Raiders on consoles and PC. This update is around 22 gigabytes in size. Here are all the official patch notes. It seems the rumors are true. After long avoiding traveling below ground, the nomadic envoys have arrived in Speranza. On the hunt for valuable gear and weaponry, these mysterious members of the nomadic tribe are offering deals you can't find anywhere else. What's new? New trader, nomadic envoy. One of a group of nomadic envoys, Ermel, has made camp in Speranza, bringing with him a range of tempting topside trades. Raiders who have reached level 25 can barter high-value Ark materials and any stockpiled rare weapons in exchange for lucrative offerings. Expanded stash space, resets if you depart on an expedition. Expedition Vault access, enabling raiders to safely store up to 5 of their most prized items for retrieval post-expedition. Ermel also offers a variety of weekly rotating trades, cosmetics, blueprints, and raider tokens. Gameplay and progression items, including items for current raider projects. Ermel will return weekly with new offerings as he liaises with his fellow nomads. Catch his latest deals before he departs. We'll keep a close eye on your feedback and data to ensure the balance stays fair and challenging. For the first week, a single stash expansion and 5 expedition vault spaces will be available to gather initial feedback and give us a chance to adjust prices before adding more space. Offers will rotate in and out. If you missed one of the offers this week, they may appear in a future stock rotation. New grenade launcher, the Rascal. Tianwen has been tinkering in her workshop again. Meet the Rascal, the latest addition to your arsenal for tackling armored Ark threats. Lightweight, compact, and easy to carry, this unconventional launcher packs a punch despite its quirks. While it's slower to reload and a bit unpredictable on the aim, the Rascal shines as a reliable sidearm for those who want anti-Ark firepower without the risk of lugging around a hullcracker. And mod improvement. Extended barrel and end of round changes. The Sandveil set, facial hairstyle, sideburns. The sheath set will be available on June 2nd. Patch highlights. Fixed an issue where players would be teleported when standing on destroyed Ark parts. Reduced the power cost of photoelectric cloak from 10 to 5 seconds. Weapon durability adjustments. Queen and Matriarch will now more often step over things than through them, reducing the amount of times players suffer unfair knockback. Added an option to block players after reporting. An update on security and anti-cheat. Balance changes. Increase the granularity of Ark vision through bushes and smokes, rewarding strategic positioning. Raiders near the edge of cover are now easier to spot, while those deeper in foliage or behind smoke are harder to detect. Improved how Ark perceives sound in open outdoor spaces, while reducing their sensitivity to sounds in indoor environments and those passing through geometry. Firefly. Improved how the Firefly applies fire. The effect now matches the visuals more closely, and briefly grazing the flame no longer feels as punishing, reducing the sensation of being hit around corners. Rocketeer. When the Rocketeer shoots several missiles at once, they are now consistently spread out over a larger area to prevent unfair situations where multiple missiles hit the same location. Gameplay. Reduce the power cost of photoelectric cloak from 10 to 5 seconds. Augment. The Cloud of Renewal effect on the Tactical Mech 3, Augment, has been changed to an AoE effect. The Cloud of Renewal healing has been increased from 20 to 45. The cooldown on Cloud of Renewal has been increased from 30 to 45 seconds. Change the shield capacity on Combat Mech 3 flanking augment to accept medium shields. Dev note: as mentioned in the patch notes for patch 126, we continue to focus our sights on underperforming augments. In this update, we are making the Tactical Mech 3 healing augment offer more utility in line with its place as a support-focused augment. Now you can also heal your allies and your enemies if you're not careful after being revived. We also increased the survivability potential of the Combat Mech flanking to make it more viable as a flanking combat augment. Weapons. Patina base fire rate has been increased from 235 to 250. Weapon durability adjustments. It's been clear that the durability changes in the last patch were felt too much on some weapons. For this update, we're targeting the worst offenders that seem to break too quickly, increasing their lifetime to bring them in line with other weapons. We will continue to listen to your feedback and monitor for any pain points that come up around durability in the coming weeks, and continue to adjust accordingly. Weapon mods. Weapon mods can now affect aim-down sights transition speed for scoped weapons. Extended barrel. Bullet velocity bonus has been increased from 25 to 30%. Increase the damage fall-off distance by 15%. Renamed to Extended Barrel 3. Added new mesh. Added 2 lower-tier variants, Extended Barrel 1 and Extended Barrel 2. Content and bug fixes. Arc. General. Fixed an issue where flying arc could get stuck. Queen and Matriarch will now more often step over things than through them, reducing the amount of times players suffer unfair knockback. When raiders first spawn into a session, Arc will be less perceptive of them and less likely to engage. Fix some instances of Arc spawning in unexpected locations. Arc Turbine. Fixed Arc Turbine legs becoming invisible in odd angles. Improved Arc Turbine probability of finding good angles for the legs when landing. Improved Arc Turbine landing positioning to mitigate visual clipping issues. Increase the odds of raiders getting burned by the Arc Turbine when inside of it. Animation. Updated cloth physics on character outfits for more natural movement. Fixed an issue causing some RC weapon rotations to snap and appear laggy. Fixed an issue where items would clip into field crates when picked up while holding a gadget. Audio. Reduced how much sounds are lowered while taking damage. Added a distinct sound when Bastion and Bombardier switch targets. Added comb filtering to footsteps and movement sounds to achieve clearer perception of distance, elevation, and movement direction. Improved binaural audio to make it easier to distinguish the height and elevation of sounds. Cosmetics. Ongoing work to unify character texture settings for better performance and more visual consistency. Gameplay. Players are now immune to stuns while entering a raider hatch, preventing interruptions when returning to Speranza. Fixed an issue where downed players could move out of bounds. Fixed an issue where pressing fire during certain actions like dodge roll or climbing wouldn't buffer fire. General. Fixed an issue where players would be teleported when standing on destroyed arc parts. Fixed an issue where characters could float when disconnecting in midair. Fixed an issue where the expedition timer was not showing the correct duration. Items. Agave juice now quick moves into available quick use slots instead of the backpack, and will not be unloaded from backpack when emptying it. Free loadout, augment sell price, 100 to 660. Maps. Fixed low-res textures, odd spray paint decals, and a misaligned wall in tunnel and highway areas. Fixed overly dark shading on vent materials to improve visibility, riven tides. Fixed a balcony structure clipping into a hotel doorway that could block passage. Fixed floating objects and improved rope visuals and physics. Fixed a misaligned balcony in the hotel lobby and missing wall collision at room 207. Stella Montis. Polished environment textures and fixed collision issues. Social. Added an option to block players after reporting. Fixed an issue where voice chat could fail when opening the console UI on PS5 and Xbox. End of round changes. Raiders will now be able to see all squad members at the end of the round, whether they extracted successfully or not. Interacting with the squad member's nameplate will display a range of social actions that can be taken, which include reporting, muting, or blocking the player. Players will also be able to immediately leave the squad in the tunnel sequence. Stability and performance. General performance and stability improvements. Fixed an issue that could cause the loading screen to remain stuck. Added information to the crash mat tooltip to showcase the additional safe fall height gain. Deployable previews now show occluded portions with a striped overlay, making placement easier. Fixed an issue where pinging an arc turbine as it entered the map could cause the ping marker to behave erratically. Utility. Removed unintended delay after canceling a trigger nade throw during which the grenade could not be thrown or triggered. Fixed an issue where throwing grenades could not be canceled. Canceling deployment of pulse mine or gas mine no longer consumes the item. Fixed an issue where the use zip line prompt was missing, preventing interaction at close range. Fixed an issue where vaulting could trigger while moving upward or while standing on the ground with the powered descender active. Fixed an issue where the surge coil would not damage teammates of the player who placed it. Known issues. Opening the console menu on PS5 and Xbox while matchmaking causes the matchmaking to be cancelled. The Sandvale outfit scarf may appear stretched with long hairstyles clipping through. Players can fall from the map by walking near the wall of the Pilgrim Peaks building. Successful extraction music plays in the background when the new trader introduction video is shown to the player after they return to the main menu. Characters in squad walk screen may fail to appear under certain circumstances. Dolabra does not deal damage to training dummies on practice range. Pause on an augments regen effect fails to apply after player's revival. The throw animation may sometimes fail to play if the player attempts to detonate a trigger nade immediately after throwing it. Some localization issues across the UI, including missing text in the settings menu and loading screen quotes. In rare cases, purchases might not work in the customization screen. Reopen the customization screen to fix it. The Firefly may sometimes disappear after going idle and drop an incendiary grenade. Shredders float to the ceiling in some rooms of the hidden bunker. Player animations may appear broken when interrupting a search of the barren husk. The Leaper can jump through the arc turbine. An update on security and anti-cheat. As mentioned recently in our Ensuring Fair Play article, we want to continue improving our anti-cheat solutions and more accurately detect foul play across the Rust Belt. Following a positive rollout in the finals, De Nouveau Anti-Cheat will also come to Arc Raiders starting May 19th, initially to a limited player pool, with plans to expand after close monitoring. We will not be using De Nouveau's Digital Rights Management (DRM) service and are working to ensure minimal impact on performance. With De Nouveau Anti-Cheat and AnyBrain, we are working to strengthen Arc Raiders systems even further. Keep sending us reports of any information that you believe might help us do so. It's highly appreciated. That's it for this update. See you all topside Raiders. Thank you for watching the video. Stay tuned for more updates on games, gameplay of new and older releases, console hardware, and various art.